I'm going to make a statement. If you agree with my statement, I'd like you to raise your left hand. If you disagree with my statement, I'd like you to raise your right hand. And then I will ask, hopefully there are two sides, one person from either side, the rationale for choosing that position. Here's the statement. People's skills are the most critical skills for a leader to master to ensure leadership success. People's skills are the most critical skills a leader needs to master to ensure leadership success. Agree? Disagree?
Which hand?
Left hand agree, right hand disagree. So left hand, see, my left is not your left. So left hand. All right. Disagree, right hand. No, that's my right. Your right is the other side. So we all in agreement that people's skills are the most important skills. So I am known as someone who puts people on the spot. So I'm going to put somebody on the spot. So Jason, why do you think or why do you agree that people's skills are the most critical skills that a leader needs to master?
Because leadership is about influence, which has to do with people. If you can't get along with people, they won't trust you.
If you can't leadership is about people, consequently about trust. What about you, Lisa? Why do you agree?
Because people are going to, if they like you, they're more willing to work harder and be more productive for you versus, and they'll go above and beyond because they respect you, because they trust you, because you have the skills that they relate to.
Absolutely. Let me ask another question, two more questions. How many of you have an MBA? Great. Now I'm going to ask, what's your name?
Carrie.
What percentage of your MBA program focused on the skills that we just agreed were the most critical for a leader? What percentage? 0. Something wrong with that picture. Everything a leader does must be done through and with people. Yet, at programs and higher learning, they teach us cost accounting, financial management, everything to do with operations, and little to do with the people with whom we are supposed to be working. That's a problem. That is why when we leaders hit the ground running, we struggle initially, because we think the quantity of our knowledge is more important than the quality of relationships. It's only later on we realize, well, something is wrong with that picture. John Maxwell said it best. People will not go along with you if they do not get along with you. So I'm going to write a word on the board, a word that everybody I think should know. Leaders. In this word lies all the skill set that a leader should master. And we're going to go through them together. The first one is, as a leader, you must be an exquisite listener, an active listener. Because more often than not, as Judge rightly said, the people who you lead have the answers to the questions that you're afraid to ask them. So if you listen to them actively, what you're doing in essence, you are telling them, I value you not only as an employee, but as a person. And when we make those we lead feel valued, guess what? They tend to go over and beyond the call of duty to help us fulfill the mission and the vision of the enterprise that we are leading. So active listening is exceptionally critical. The next one, you must be an enabler. Be careful now. When I say enabler, I do not mean that you must enable them to do anything and everything they want. No. As a leader, you must create the environment that will enable them to go the extra mile for you. In other words, the culture that you create as the leader should be conducive to high productivity, should be conducive to high effectiveness, should be conducive to high efficiency. So that is one of your roles as a leader. You must find it within yourself. And you can ask the questions and then listen for the answers so that you are guided accordingly to create the kind of environment that will enable your people to go over and beyond the call of duty, to be as productive as they can be, and then some. The third one is Appreciation. Again, I like John Maxwell quote on that. The things we appreciate, appreciate. And the things you appreciate help you feel appreciated. So it's very important as a leader, and I'm not speaking about formal programs of appreciation. A tap on the back, a note, job well done. Pull on the side, say, I would like you to pay a little more attention to this or that. But let people know that you appreciate them. And that's why we're here. As a leader, you must be a developer of people. Because if something should happen to you, it would be good to know that there is someone within the department, within the organization, that you have coached, that you have mentored, who can fill in for you. So you won't have to look outside for someone else. Empowerment. As leaders, sometimes we are afraid to empower people. But if we train them and enable them, then we can empower them only within the frame, the realm of their jobs. Don't empower them to take over when you're not there, if that person is not adequately trained. But empower them so that the everyday little decisions that they have to make, they won't have to run to you, but they can take care of that themselves. People are people first, then they are employees. So let us find it in ourselves to relate to them as people, as professionals. Let us not be afraid to build relationships with the people we lead, because people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. So how you relate to them is exceptionally important. And finally, let's find out what our people are good at. Let's play to their strengths. When we play to their strengths, we give ourselves a greater chance for success. If you can do that, and also as a leader, also as an individual, play to your strengths. Do the things that come naturally. Do the things that you are good at. And stress will be history. I thank you.